Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yudha Sabriansyah. My student number is 68. We are second group from this movie project. The movie we took was Divergent. Divergent was released on 2014. And the genre of this movie is action, thriller, sci-fi, and adventure. The movie totally earned about $150 million. And the movie starts with some popular actors. Actor one is Shailene Woodley, who had played Stanley in Snowden, and actor two is Kate Winslet, who had played Rose in Titanic, and Jay Courtney, who had played Charlie in Jack Reacher. Now, please let me explain a plot in short. This movie takes place in dystopian and post-apocalyptic Chicago, where people are divided into distinct factions based on human filters. The faction were erudite, the smart and logical thinking people, and Amity is the kind and happy farmer. Then Kender is the honest and truth teller. The Dauntless is the brave and the free soldier, and the last faction is the abnegation, is self-helper and runs the government. Beatrice Spear has warned that she is a divergent, and this will never fit. This is never fit into any one of the faction. She soon learns that a sinister plot is brewing in the seemingly perfect society. There they try to take the government seat from the abnegation because their big brain think the smart should the one to the world. They plan their movement of controlling Dauntless' mind by inject some serum, so the Dauntless will kill the abnegation. Now we're going to present the character that's significant to the story, starred by Beatrice Prior by Silfa Salma.
My name is Silfa Salma. My student ID number is 53, and I will explain about Tris. So Beatrice Prior, and later called Tris, is the main protagonist of the Divergent series. She's a strong, wild, 16 years old girl that was born as abnegation, the selfless helper. She eventually transferred to Dauntless because she feels like she belongs there, leaving her family behind. But after she ran the aptitude test, she actually belongs to three factions: erudite the smart, Dauntless the brave, and abnegation the selfless. This means she's a divergent, a condition where someone doesn't fit in any faction, threatening the faction system and according to the antagonist. Divergent is a threat to the peace. Long story short, she transferred to the Dauntless area. She did some tests again to prove her appropriateness to be a Dauntless. She found it really hard, both psychically and mentally, but she keeps going forward. In the movie, she is such a brave and smart helper. The brave side of her was shown when she took a step forward to follow her heart and decided to choose Dauntless faction. She said, "I'm proud. It will get me into trouble someday, but today it makes me brave. I walk toward the lake and hear sneakers behind me." This was amazing because she was supposed to be selfless helper who put others' interests first. Her smart helper side was shown when she forced Peter, one of the antagonists, to tell her where Janine was to stop Janine's airplane. When her father asked her why she had to shoot Peter, she said, "Every minute we wait, another abnegation dies and another Dauntless becomes martyr."
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wahyu Ansari, and for now, my student number is 64. And for now, I want to explain for Tobias Fifin. Tobias Fifin, and later called For, is also protagonist character of this movie. He is one of instructor of transferring kids. He supervises their training, showing them how to fight with weapons as well hand-to-hand combat technique. He's the one smartest of his generation, and people choose him to be the leader, and he always denied. In this movie, he acts calmly, rude and kind, thinks of stiff but brave, skillfully, strong guy. He also thinks progressive. This was shown when he reveals his tattoo to Tris, a picture of 5 factions logo. He said, I don't want to be just one thing, and I want to be brave, selfless, intelligent, and honest and kind. This means that he is divergent, but it once confirmed yet in the show, but he acts and thinks like divergent, so let's just assume that he is.
Hello, my name is Alfarizi Dhiyaul. My student number is 58. So, Eric from the movie Divergent was an erudite civilian who later chose to join Dauntless. His age was 18 in the book and 24 in the movie. Eric is one of the leader of Dauntless faction who has this assertiveness and ruthless personality. In the scene of jumping train, you can clearly see his arrogant and powerful aura coming out of him. Eric's personality also has this ruthlessness inside of him, which is shown in the scene where he makes Tris and another Dauntless fight each other until one of them is unable to continue. He really emphasized strength and bravery, as he quote, "Brave men never surrender." In the scene where one of the Dauntless member messed up a knife throw, Eric ordered the Dauntless to take the knife, but he refused. So he punished that Dauntless member to stand in front of the target as the four throw knife at him. He really are crazy person. His actual quote is, "Order is not an option." Thank you.
My name is Jahrotun Nufus. My student number is 95. I would like to explain about Jenin. Jenin is the leader of Erdet faction, probably because her IQ score. She is main antagonist in this movie and the ringleader of Erdet Dauntless alliance against the abnegation. She releases many propaganda articles about abnegation in order to smear bad faith towards the faction. This tactic would lead to people doubting whether abnegation is actually selfless, but rather a faction hoarding greed and fresh supplies for themselves. She, along with Eric, begins a second war. She created a serum that would allow her to control people into killing of every abnegation member. Knowing that the serum didn't work on the Divergent, she creates a second serum, she uses it on 4, leaving him in simulated state. She was motivated to do this because she knew the truth about the faction and didn't want to go back to the rest of the world, but rather stay in faction with Erdet in control, so they would never leave the city. Thank you.
Hello, I am Selvyana and I want to describe a movie, and the title is Divergent, and I want to explain Natalie Pryor character. Is Natalie Pryor of mother is Kale Pryor and Trace. Natalie Pryor is a strong, although the rules of abnegation society make it difficult for her to show her love for Caleb and Trace. Discover Natalie is divergent and grew up among the Dauntless. Natalie for herself to be powerful warrior and more than capable of protecting her family, and in the end she sacrificed her life to keep Beatrice safe. Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Daffa Dani. My student number is blah 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 74. Now I want to answer some questions from post-movie activities. Number 1, what we like the most about the movie. So what we like the most about the movie was how easy it is to point out that social inequalities does really exist in our society. There are differences in how government treat people, whether from their class, from their jobs, from their trades, etc. In this movie, they run a faction system where people have their own roles and they can't do anything they want, which means they can't have a free will. And if they do, they are a threat to society, and thus the government will hunt them down. Now on to the second question, what we like the least about the movie. What we like the least about the movie was the plot was kind of different from what the book tells, and that it sometimes changed the characters. The flow was also felt kind of rushing, leaving us confused with so many plot holes that they probably forgot to explain throughout the movie. Thank you.
My name is Fifin, my student number is 60, so I will explain about things that I don't understand from Divergent film, but I will review them as a part of shortcoming of Divergent film themselves. Of course, if this film has advantage, also this film has shortcoming, and the weakness owned by this film is first. When the first minute of this film start, I think this film can make the audience work because this film is too long to tell about who better it is. The second, if the audience has never read the novel before or read the novel, I think they can be confused on the first time watching because there's many small things that are not in the film and careless exceptions. The third is the sections of character or movie fire. When you compare with the novel, there's one character who is very different in the criteria written in the novel. And the character is Zoo or Krishna, because in the novel, written that Zoo has tall and fairly content body, but the difference between the novel and the film is very far. And the last is many things has not yet been explored, including the various characteristics of Divergent movie, and I'm pretty sure that there are many mystery and secrets in this movie. That's all, thank you.
My name is Salsabila, my student ID number is 62, and I shall be answering this following question. Number 4, what is the moral message of the movie? The moral message of the movie is that we can choose whatever we want to be. Don't put it on the other choice, because that would be so stupid. 5, did any of these events in the movie happen in the real life? Yes, actually, it happened in the social life, which we call stratification social or racism. Stratification social is when you divide person by how wealthy they are or how smart they are, while racism is about how you act towards them.